Con.
Hello, friends. Take it away, someone else.
I got this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our talkback show, Midwest Goodbye. Well, see, we're Midwest Quest. We're Midwest Goodbying because we just can't leave. We can't walk away from the hot goss that we want to talk about. So, we're going to have a lot of different options for you, the viewer, to engage with what's going on. So we're gonna. If you have any questions for any of our lovely GM, well, actually, first of all, let's introduce ourselves again for those of you who are just tuning in. Maybe you haven't watched the first 2 episodes of Midwest Quest. What? What? Why not? Well, go watch them on YouTube, and then watch this. Whatever. My name is Ryan, and I play Thumos. So I'm gonna pass it along to someone who wants to pick it up.
I am Alyssa, and I play Melody. And I'll pass it to Hannah.
Okay, amazing. We're doing so good. This is our first talk back. We're doing so good.
Mhm.
My name is Hannah. I use she, her pronouns. I am play Antigone. And I'll pass it to Travis.
I was waiting. I was like, it's gotta happen, right? Yeah. Hi, folks. Thank you for tuning in, whether it's your first time or if you watched the previous sessions. We really appreciated that. My name is Travis, he, they pronouns, and I'm the game master for the Flamekeepers and potentially more stories to come, which we're really excited about.
Wonderful. So, I said earlier we're going to have opportunities for you, the viewer, to interact with us. Well, guess what? Head on down into the comments, into the Twitch chat, and ask your questions of either the GM or the players. Do you have a burning question about Thumos and what's his deal? Do you want to know how hot Melody is? Do you want to know how badass Antigone is? Put it in the Twitch chat, and maybe if you're nice enough, I'll read it out loud. So do that right now. Do it. Do it.
Yes.
Do it.
Ask
In the meantime,
anything. Really, anything. Sorry.
literally any question, I will give you an answer, whether it's right or wrong. I will give you ask me a question. I will give you an answer. I don't know if it's gonna be right or wrong, but we'll find out. But in the meantime, before we get all of our questions in Twitch chat, I have questions for our lovely players and our lovely GMs. So I'm going to kick off this Midwest Goodbye by just starting off casually asking, what are the origins of Midwest Quest? How did we come together? Why are we doing this? What is it for? So this is an open question to everybody.
Well, a long, long time ago, there was a project that we will not name that a couple of us were a part of, and that is how Travis and I met Ryan. Travis actually was GMing a game for that, and yeah, Ryan showed off his acting chops, his comedic chops in the game, and yeah, we've grown as friends ever since then. And then we finally got to meet Hannah over this past year, and vibes immaculate. Literally sunshine. So yeah, we all just click really well, and that's my experience. Anybody can add anything they want.
Yeah, I would love to add on to that. So that adventure that we ran was sort of like a West Marches game before I knew what a West Marches game was, in that it was like a series of chapters that were all interconnected, and it was an alternating cast. And Alyssa was in, I think, the most sessions. I think she was in 6 out of the 7. But Ryan was up there as well. He was in 3 or 4 of them. There was a time where somebody dropped out last minute, and Ryan was so good in a previous session that I was like, I love this creative voice. I love this addition to this dynamic. Can you jump in real quick and help out with that? And he did such a wonderful job. We made some great friendships from that little side adventure as a result of that. That was Space Shanties, and that was a lot of fun. It was a Spelljammer themed saga. It was 7 sessions. Like I said, it was like interconnected, like one shots that all came together to tell a really cool story. And it was like 20 something players, and it really turned out. It was incredible. So yeah, really appreciated that. And then Hannah's first introduction to us actually was also in a D&D game. Like we last minute, Ryan was like, "Hey, can I bring my girlfriend over? She's terrible." I'm kidding. She's great. That's definitely what he said.
She's the worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry,
She
everybody.
has to be here.
The old ball
Ryan
and
was in-
chain.
Ryan was in an ongoing game with us and was just like, "Oh, would love to bring my girlfriend over. You know, maybe she could just observe for this session or whatever." And I was like, "No, like have her roll up a character. Like, please, if she plays D&D, like please have her roll up a character." And she changed the game in such an interesting way with her character. There were so many little details and things that I did not expect to unfold. There were so many little subplots that were changed as a result of some of her creative choices. And yeah, like Alyssa said, Sunshine, she just a delight to have at the table. So love playing with these folks, and yeah, it definitely worked well for a stream dynamic. So excited to see it finally panning out.
Yeah, and when we were
Absolutely.
talking about this, I think there was a lot of just excitement about like being wanting to put a lot of like positive energy and like good out into the world. And so I think that's how like the concept of Midwest Quest itself like came about, because that idea of, well, Midwest Nice is, let me not get into semantics right now. Okay, we're calm. But the idea of Midwest Nice, of that open and like and caring space, was such a big part of like our friendship, and it's what we wanted to put out there in terms of storytelling. At least that's my perception, and it's been so lovely and so wonderful in every way.
Yeah.
So,
I agree. Just like the I love everybody that I play with, but I feel like the three of us together, we really are the three of us as players and Travis as a GM, which I'm sure everybody else has experienced DMing and they're amazing. I will probably never DM on stream, but but I just feel like the chemistry is just so good. We build off of each other super well, and we make each other laugh, like. And I know Travis has mentioned this before, but like Hannah's reactions to anything are just like the best, and it's just awesome. And yeah, I just the like yeah, our chemistry, the vibes, everything is amazing with the four of us together. Like yeah, and so because we're all so invested and creative, like we all just love building an amazing story together, or at least a story that's fulfilling to us, that brings us joy and that we can resonate with ourselves in real life. I just yeah, we're like, what if we just like put that out in the world, like not expecting much of it, but we just want to have it exist out there, which I honestly like. Even if this never goes anywhere, rewatching our first couple episodes, like even rewatching the little clips that I've been making for Instagram, just like watching you guys and watching all of us interact, like it just brings me so much joy. I can't help but smile the whole time. So even if this goes, even if we're the only people who watch our show, like I'm so glad to have this documented. Like it just, yeah, it makes me so happy.
Well put.
Speaking of the show, what are some of our goals? We want to talk to everybody about what our goals are for Midwest Quest and what we are hoping for, or at least what we want people to get out of us.
Yes, we
Well,
do want
That's
to
what
talk
she
about
said.
that.
I'm so sorry.
Someone else, yeah.
Never mind. That's the answer to the question.
I'm so sorry.
I
You
didn't.
got the correct answer.
I didn't even hear it. What did you say, Hannah?
That's what she said. That's all I said. It just was fine. It's fine. It's just a little joke. It's fine.
That's
It's a
awesome.
good answer.
That's a good answer. Good
Yep.
answer. Travis?
See, I was going to say, I was really hoping that one of y'all would get really problematic and will boot you off the show, but people will talk about it for like 10 years to come. Maybe like around campaign 2-ish time, we do a Kickstarter, raise $15 million, get picked up by Amazon, all that good stuff. Yeah, probably rebrand, like, maybe like the name could be like Bidical Bowl or something like that. I don't know, just spitballing.
Something like that.
That's
yeah.
definitely, that's the roadmap.
Just a casual $15 million deal for sure. Just a super casual deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just,
Oh, yeah.
just a casual 15 mil. That's fine.
Casual.
Easy.
So casual.
Easy.
Yeah, no, like Alyssa said, I just sincerely have so much fun with our games and our players and their creativity that just the privilege of having it documented and being able to reflect on it is really nice because especially when you're in the moment GMing, you are thinking about so much stuff and thinking so far ahead and trying to weave everything together that you don't really get to appreciate like the little moments. So it has been really like a privilege to be able to have like concrete evidence of that stuff happening and capture those moments on camera. And to be able to share them with people is like such an honor to have people just invested in what we're doing and to bring some joy to them is great. So those are like Hannah said, putting good into the world is the priority, and making it a fun game for my players is priority. But it would be, yeah, it's just been really nice to explore the Daggerheart system as well, and bring some of these stories to life that I'm very excited about. The reason why I initially pitched Greek mythology for the Flamekeepers is because I have a hyperfixation right now in Hades 2. Loved the game so much; it was so special to me. So being able to share that hyperfixation and bring it into a space where other people are excited about it, like that lights me up creatively. So just that brings me joy as well. So it once again brings us back to that goal of bringing joy into the world, but also joy to ourselves. So the next adventure that we have planned, I don't want to get too much into it, but working on like an original world that I've been trying to create a story out of for, I think I've been thinking about it for like 4 years now. We've tried to get it off the ground in a couple of forms, and it hasn't really worked out. So to be able to realize that and to be able to utilize everything that I've like kind of like daydreamed of and to have it blend with other people's creative ideas is going to be another really exciting goal to tackle going forward.
Can you give us like a 5-word spoiler-free teaser for campaign? What will be technically campaign 1 for us? I think that's technically what we were talking about, because this is sort of our little get to know us chapter. This is who we are. This is how we play and all that kind of stuff. So can you do like a 5-word no spoiler teaser for campaign 2, or is it 5 words or 6 words? As I mouth what we're gonna
5
call
words.
it.
The merchant is pretty cool.
Mm.
No,
love it.
no,
Interesting.
that's only very funny if you know who the merchant is already. And Alyssa does, so
I do too, I
specifically that
think.
joke was for Alyssa.
And he's pretty cool. Yeah.
I don't know if I've talked about him, but he'll be fun. It was
Was he
immediately
in
what people
the
gravitated to in the past.
Was he in our game that Hannah came into? Is he in the pirate game?
No, y'all have not
Different
met him
guy.
yet, but
Okay,
yeah,
different guy. All right.
I love me some recurring merchants. I love them very much. No, 5-word teaser. Come back to me.
Were you hinting at
Okay.
at the title or no?
Kind of, yes, but I don't remember. I just know what I say the title is, which is "Asasas," but I actually am forgetting all of the words. Asasas.
That's how,
Forgetting a
we'll
word
say
to
giving-
make up.
that's giving
Asasas.
Gandalf.
I think you're thinking of.
Oh gosh, not Gandalf.
Mhm.
Whatever his name is, Harry Potter man.
He who shall not be named. He who
Dumbledore.
shall not
Yes.
be named from. Yeah,
Dumbledore.
from the thing that shall not be named. The thing that gets
Dumbledore.
Yes.
no more free advertising from us.
True.
Fair. So Travis, you actually answered what was the inspiration for the ancient Greece theme of our first game here. So thank you for answering the question already. But I'll throw it to my fellow players. What has been the and Travis too? What has been the biggest surprise of these first couple episodes? Like, what was either something story-wise that surprised you, something that you were thinking about for your character that surprised you, or that you had originally planned but then it was different? What's been the biggest surprise so far? Fly, you fools! There's likable Joe in the chat quoting
I have a
Gandalf.
very good answer for this, but I don't. I want to give other people a chance. So you guys go first.
For me, I think I surprised myself with how much I prep. I usually don't to be transparent, I usually don't prep a lot for a character, but I prepped a lot for this character. I kind of just feel things out. I don't usually build a backstory until things come up and I make things up on the spot, but I built a backstory. I'm like, I'm going to be prepared, and I'm like, this is going to be my personality. It's really hard for me to not like just change it and be like, you know what? I know she was going to be like this cold hearted bitch. But it's kind of hard for me to do that, but I don't know. So, playing wise, I'm just, and I should know this from my other games. I tend to play characters that are very much like me because it's what feels most natural to me, and yeah. So when I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna be a little spicy, I'm gonna be a little mean, I'm gonna be a little cunty. It's, I don't know. I don't know why it's so hard for me, but I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna change the personality. It's just hard. That's all. But I know that's not exactly about the game, but that is something where I'm like, every time I finish a session, I'm like, this is hard. This is hard to do. But I'm enjoying
But
it.
you're doing great.
I'm having a
Yeah.
blast. And also, yeah, every time I listen back to my, I mean, I know my accent's not great, but when I listen back, it's a lot worse than I sound in my head.
I think it's
I
great.
disagree.
I think your accent
Yeah.
is wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you. You don't have to lie to me, but I appreciate it.
Alyssa.
Excuse me? Did you just call me a liar?
Excuse me.
Welcome back to Midwest
I had
Liars.
I have a very similar experience playing Antigone, where I wrote in my backstory about how she was going to be this super standoffish, like, I don't know, like she's a warrior. She is exploring identity. They is exploring identity, which is still true. But I get in there and I'm just so much more of a himbo because I like to go for the joke. I like to go for the joke. And myself am a little bit of like, I don't always have that like zinger on the tip of my tongue. And so I am a little bit like a little awkward. Sometimes can be. And so my natural tendency is to kind of lean into that, which results in a lot of himbo kind of behavior, which is, I think is also really funny. And I'm fine with. But when I initially like thought about Antigone as a character, I definitely were thinking that they would be a little bit more like silent, brooding, like kind of type. So yeah.
I was also expecting Antigone to be more emo, for sure.
But I love how you play himbo. I love the himbo energy. It's so
very
good.
charming, yeah.
It is very charming, and you make it really hard not to just like flirt with you right away.
Just trying to be there and be supportive. And that's just, again, that is kind of my, like, the blending of Hannah is very, I like having this exercise of like this kind of shortened format of the Flamekeepers to like get all of this, to like really, I honestly practice improving. It's been really great. So yeah.
Yeah. Ryan, what was your favorite? What's your biggest surprise thus far?
I think I don't know if I wrote down the question and I didn't come up with an answer for myself. I think I'll kind of add on to the two of you. I think the biggest surprise so far has been, and this is in a good way too. This is not in a bad way. This is in a good way, of like how we are, the three of us as characters are sort of like, we aren't cohesive yet, right? Like I think that we are as players away from the game in a meta way. Like we're all working together. We're doing great. Travis is doing amazing. We're all doing great. But the characters, I was surprised that we didn't have that sort of just immediate like, oh, we're all best friends moment, but it's felt really good to not do that, because I think it needs to be earned in the story, and that hasn't happened yet. So I really like that and appreciate it. And what's not surprising though is Hannah doing check-ins for her character with her character as a character who's not supposed to do check-ins. I thought that was very funny.
I love that.
This badass chick just being like, "You okay?" Like,
That's great.
if I said anything more than yes or no,
yeah.
are you happy with that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wholeheartedly
Trying
agree.
so hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that I was originally planning to ask y'all. I wanted to sort of force a discordance, and I was going to ask y'all what do you annoy each other with? But y'all just kind of did that on your own,
Y'all
which I
just
really
kinda,
appreciated.
Annoyed each other right away.
Yeah, didn't even need to
It was
ask
great.
how. You just did it. No, that was great. It was natural and it felt good. My answer for what surprised me the most is Zatin. So I'm still learning how to do a changeover of mindset from Dungeons and Dragons to Daggerheart. In terms of Daggerheart is supposed to be more narrative focused per se. I mean, they're both very narrative heavy games, especially the way that I like to run them. But it's a lot more of the GM asking questions of the players, and I'm trying to get better at that as well. The first session was pretty on rails because I had a very clear idea of where it was going to go. But I had this idea for this side character that was going to be like your guys' fourth Flamekeeper, was going to appear to be like a companion character. It was going to be like an older character and was going to give you information and sort of go along with you for a little bit, but then kill him off right away. Coyote was gonna off him straight off. So, but I was like, oh, I shouldn't come up with that character, or at least every detail of it. I should let the players come up with that. I think that's more interesting. And then when I kill them off, it's going to be way more dramatic. And then Ryan's like, yeah, it's a child. It's a little child.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no. So my brain is just like, it's spinning wheels. All the cogs are, they're smoking at that point because I'm just trying to figure out what's going to happen here. And luckily, it turned out to be way more narratively interesting. I think it would have been pretty cliche if it was just like an older mentor character that killed off right away, like an Obi-Wan style character. I think it's much more interesting to have the way that it went because Ryan's character had that loss of that item that we're still learning the details of. Alyssa's character we got to introduce one of the side characters that's important to Melody in a way that I did not expect. So it actually, in a way that only TTRPGs do, it worked out pretty wonderfully thanks to everybody's creative energy combining rather than just one person sort of dictating every step of the way.
Very nice.
Very good
Excellent.
answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Mhm.
I'll do a quick reminder to chat. Get your questions in for all of us, chat.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions about the campaign, about us as people, anything like that, get them in the chat. We'll answer them here soon. My next question for all of us is individually, either again as a GM or as a player. What is one question you hope gets answered throughout the course of the story? And it doesn't need to be anything more than, it could be something simple, it could be something complicated, but if we can't answer it, then we won't, because spoilers. Who wants to go first?
Wait, sorry. Can you repeat it? I was reading. Okay, so Travis, I don't know if you
Yeah,
see
we're getting questions now.
I was reading the question.
Yeah, we're getting questions now.
Phil says, "Where is the background frog?"
Oh, I debated about it. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I have a very strong stance on this. I didn't mean to violate it. What background frog?
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you
I
talking
haven't seen a frog at all.
I almost screwed up there. I almost ruined the whole show.
Yeah, you almost gave it all away. You almost gave it all away. There is a background cat if you look closely, though. So,
There is.
That's
a
why I moved the
background
mic.
cat.
ah, that makes sense.
There is a background cat.
Can we answer casserole or
Miriam's
hot
sister's
dish?
question, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would
This is a
say
I
good
love
Midwest
this question.
okay. I say casserole. I don't know if that's correct or not, but
Yeah. I say casserole for pretty much every dish that is in an oven.
that is the correct.
We're not in Minnesota. Not hot dish. Hot dish is exclusively Minnesota.
What about
And that's it.
what about pop or soda? I'm very much a soda girly.
Pop girly.
Wow.
I
I want
Yeah.
to drink pop. I drink
Now
pop.
we know who the problematic one will be.
Hannah canceled.
I canceled. I used to
Canceled
say
for
pop,
pop.
and changed to soda because I thought it was more fitting.
Or if you want to be,
Wow.
you could say soda. Oh yeah, say
little
soda,
soda
pop.
pop.
Exactly. Yeah, I was gonna.
Yep. hmm
All right, Ryan.
Every time I say soda pop, though, I have to do the song and then the entire dance number
Yeah.
all
Yep.
in a way,
You're-
all in one.
You're like
and
a
so it's-
sleeper cell or
Yeah.
whatever it's called. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
We'll be the first stream to get taken down for copyright striking a dance. We do it too well.
They're like, it's literally the animation. What are you talking about? It's that,
Literally.
that is the Saja boy.
The one. The
Thus.
Saja boy.
Okay, so sorry, Ryan. I got distracted. What was the question?
What is one question you hope gets answered throughout the course of our first story here?
Will they? Won't they? That is
Oh.
who? I'm
Oh.
who? I'm not
Oh.
sure, but will they? Won't they?
Oh. 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 Is that our first ope of the set? Is it our first
Ope?
ope of our Midwestern goodbye? Ope. Can we get opes
We
in the
need
chat?
an ope. Yeah, we need an ope. The React chat.
I mean, we have
Oh,
For
that would be
sure.
we have
great.
them.
Yeah.
Alyssa, feel free to steal them from me and put them in the chat.
I'll probably do.
Amazing.
I have to wait till we reach affiliate because right now, because people can't
Oh, that's right.
subscribe, they can't do blah blah blah.
That's right.
But
Blah,
once we do,
blah,
I
Blah,
will
blah,
rebrand
blah.
it. I will rebrand the OPE to be a Midwest
That's
Quest
the
OPE.
most. Sometimes I'm just like looking for a new song, and then it'll just play like the dumbest, most inappropriate music,
I like this, whatever this is.
and you see me like panicking and switching whatever it is. There needs to be a Travis switches the music compilation because I'm sure it's pretty funny.
That's fun.
When
Oh,
you
funny.
look at me doing it, I'm sure you'll be able to call it out. Now that's all people will be thinking about.
One question that I am hoping that gets answered is, where are the gods? Because that's straight up, that is a really big question that I have, is like, where did they go? Why did they leave? Like, I have a lot of questions about the divine realm that is part of the part of our cosmology. Is that a appropriate term? I really, really am interested as to that. Feels like the big mystery of the campaign, and I don't know if we'll get an answer to that truly, but I am really interested in it. Antigone is not. Antigone does not care.
That's such a great question, actually. I kind of want to rethink my question. Mine's not actually my most burning question, so come back to me. I want to think of something better.
Travis, do you have something that a question you're hoping that we as your players answer, or that we work together to solve, or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of have a dramatic question in mind for what this story's about. I don't want to reveal it too explicitly, but I think as this story goes on, and honestly, right now, I think you could probably figure out what it is without me directly articulating it. I'm trying not to be too vague here, but I also don't want to be too specific because I don't want to spoil anything. But I think what interests me the most personally is seeing how will the characters come to the conclusion that they do once they have all of the information that I'm planning to offer them. Full disclosure, I don't know exactly what the ending of this story is going to be. I have an idea for, like obviously a path I'm holding on to gently, to borrow from the Daggerheart core rulebook. But I don't know what the conclusion of the story is, and it will greatly depend on what the characters end up including themselves and what the journey teaches them. So I'm really excited to see, yeah, what happens with that, how the characters are affected by the journey, and ultimately how it impacts what the story of this campaign is going to be.
Nice. Very good. I think my question that I would like, I think my question is Ryan's question is similar to Hannah's question, which is why, I guess mine's why did the gods leave? Not necessarily where are they, but just why? Why did they leave? Why did they just abandon us? So I'm curious about that. Nice and simple. But we have another question from chat before we have any more questions for us. So, do you take notes while you play or refer to the VOD for reminders before the next session? Bi-weekly is tough for my old memory banks, and that's from Lyrium's sister. Hi, Erica. I'll just say hi, Erica. Hello. Hi. I normally only make, I'll answer first and everybody else can answer too. I normally only make characters that don't take notes. I don't play nerds. But for this, I really wanted to be able to make sure that I didn't forget things. So I have been taking the most notes that I ever take as a player, which is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lines so far in 2 games. There's just 12 lines of notes. That's just me though.
Yeah,
and as a GM, I'm honestly terrible at taking notes too. So
I echo that. I don't necessarily play characters that don't take notes. It's really hard for me because if I sorry, I moved my mic away. Sorry if it sounds weird for a second. If I take notes while we're playing, I stop listening because I'm writing, and I really want to pay attention. So this actually really helps me. I can look back on the VOD to answer questions, and it's especially a little bit hard for me because I am managing the stream. I get distracted at times on like checking to make sure everything's running, and then checking the map and doing all these things, checking to make sure we don't have any bots in the chat. So I actually as I go through and create clips of this past episode, I'm like, oh, I totally missed that Travis said this at this point, because that really fills in a gap where I was like, oh, when did this happen? Like literally, for example, I didn't realize Nelcroft. Wait, what was his name? My captain. Oh, Captain, my captain? Nelcroft.
Yeah, Nelcroft.
Abraham Lincoln.
Nelcroft.
Yeah. So I didn't
Abraham Lincoln.
I didn't realize
That's a Walt Whitman joke for the nerds out there, for the people who do take notes.
I didn't realize he left. I didn't realize he was like, all right, it's been 5 more days of traveling. Here you are at Brocephalus. See ya. All of a sudden I just learned, oh, you're in a town now, and you have to name this town. And then I was like, Broseph Town? And then that's when I stopped blacking out, and I came back in, and I was like, wait, what happened to my captain?
Mm-hmm.
My hunky captain. And yeah, so I really enjoyed reading or watching back and being like, oh, that's what that was, and which is part of why I'm like, I just want to record all the sessions so I can watch things back. But yeah, it's hard for me because if I take notes, I have a hard time paying attention to what's going on. So I try to take it in the moment and just remember it, which sometimes works a lot. But when there are like lots of names, I'm totally a name forgetter. And if I ever need to play like a smart character, I think that Travis is super accommodating to where we can be like, oh, your character does remember this. This is the name. It's okay that Alyssa does not remember. Like he's very, understanding of my ADHD. So I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, it's hard for me. I have taken a couple notes, literally. I think similar to Ryan, it is like 3 lines of notes. I have Councilman Margonius, Keonia, Polaris, Antigone's fake name. It's just a lot of names. Broseph Town. Well, Brocephalus Town. People are sad. Leah, sacrifice. Those are my notes.
My notes are very similarly just names. They are just names. I don't take notes. I similarly, like, if I try to take notes, I can't focus on what's happening. I can only do one thing at a time. Yeah. Yep. But I do try to like write down names. Yeah. I haven't watched the VOD back though, and I think that that's just in terms of like time. Like but I think it just adds to the kind of himbo-esque charm of Antigone. That is, hey, what's going on? What's happening? Cool. Like I think we're just gonna make that happen.
Love it. Travis?
Do we want the
was doing that
GM
thinking
answer as
of-
well?
Yeah.
I take very detailed notes. Alyssa can attest for my Strahd game. It's been a great writing exercise to recount everything that the players do and to go over that. I usually spit it out within a day or two. I just need to like write it all out as quickly as possible. And I think that reflects in my GMing as well. If I have an idea, whether it's like the middle of the night or like just some change or whatever, I need to write it down in the moment. I'm very frequently like, I will have a light bulb switch on at some point and I'll like find a way to connect something that I didn't anticipate. And I just jot it down real quick on my notes. And so there's a lot of like, just like half sentences in there in the prep notes of like things that changed last minute, lots of all caps things. So I don't forget. And it's all over the place. A lot of it's in Google Docs, a lot of it's in Scrivener, a lot of it's in my reminders in my phone. Just somewhere where I think I'm gonna see it again, or at the very least, I will remember that I wrote it, and then it will kind of stick. So yeah, I have a different brand of neurospice.
I'm to be fair, I do that also. Well, I just will be in the middle. It'll be like I'm about to go to sleep, and I'm like, and then just write it down. That is my kind of for kind of note taking. But in session, I find it very hard as a GM to like take good notes in session because I am just fully in it. Like I'm fully just sitting in front of you all. I make up a lot of stuff when I GM. So that it'd be good if I took notes because then I would be able to remember all the stuff that I just make up on the spot. But that's what the VODs are for. That's what recording them for, and that's what the VODs are for. So,
Travis, you're.
anything else? Okay.
I was just gonna say, Travis, talking about how he just takes down notes in his phone and whatnot, makes me think. So Travis has. I can't spoil any of the characters, but Travis has like a list of characters that he just thinks of the most ridiculous characters in his notes app. I won't give you one of his, but one of mine popped up, and I have a note in my phone that's just Beholder in a fedora. So it's like same vibe.
So good.
But I'm like, maybe one day if we reach a certain amount of subscribers, Travis could give a little peek into what that notes app looks like.
Oh, that would be so fun. Like, okay, so this is a folder of like some of those unhinged ideas I've ever had. Of like, these would be like just the dumbest one-shot characters that I never get to play because I don't usually get to be a player. And it has to be like the right character for the right game, right? So I'll have an idea. I'm like, oh, that would be hilarious. Usually not, but at the moment I'm like, that's very funny. So I'll write it down and then I'll revisit it and I'm like, are you okay? I'm like, are you all right? Past me, because this is unhinged. Yes. So I would love to do like that would be so fun to do a charity stream with like fundraising goals. And like every time we raise a certain amount of money for charity, I have to read off the next one, like, and I order them in like the least unhinged to the most unhinged.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a very funny idea.
That'd be good.
That would be
good.
That would be hilarious.
Agreed.
Or like even just
I
a
love
tier
it.
ranking. Like we all have to sit down and we just get the names, and then we have to guess how unhinged they are just based off of like the names, and we have to write, oh, that's an S tier unhinged right there. Bang.
I love that.
That's cool. I like that.
We'll make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have some more questions from chat, which is great. Thank you all for putting your questions in there. And if you have questions, please keep putting them in there. We'll, if we don't get to them this week, we'll get to them in 2 weeks for the follow-up for the next long Midwest goodbye. But
the
our
note-taking
next
was
question.
really good.
Oh, yes. Great questions from Lyrium's sister.
Yeah.
So, what is more fun for you to role play, a critical hit or a critical miss?
I feel like I don't usually role play critical misses. If I role play a critical hit, I think, yeah, it's not that I wouldn't have fun. I just think I just don't think to do it. But now I feel like I should, and other people should suffer for my mistakes. So I think I would have more fun with that.
Bit of chaos, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I do
I
do
also
like the flavor, yeah, of a critical miss more than a critical hit. I think that crit hits in the moment are like some of the great highs of TTRPGs. I mean, gosh, how many critical role crits in the right moments have happened? But or Dimension 20 or Allie Beardsley just rolling a nat 20 just cuz. But
Mhm.
I think in terms of role playing, I also very much enjoy failing. I really enjoy failing because I like to just see how to get out of it. So yeah, crit fails for me for this guy.
I also love crit fails because I like to go for the bit, and more often than not it makes sense to go for the bit when you critical fail. Sometimes it is like this is a devastating roll. You know, like this is a devastating critical failure. Um but like a lot of times it's just like you missed a hit or something like that, and then it's like, well, I slipped and tripped on a banana peel that happened to be there, and what whoop, how did that happen? And it's just like that's really fun for me.
I think I disagree. I think I prefer role playing critical hits, not just because I'm a sadist in terms of like I like rolling well and doing damage to the players, but like I just love a big dramatic moment. I think back on so many of the 20s that have been rolled throughout my GMing career, either by me or by other people, and I love describing combat. I love describing specific, moments and instances that like, oh, that's gonna stick with me. Like I'm gonna remember that. But also like those big successes when you don't anticipate them, when the odds are against you and you manage to pull it out and succeed. Like that's the dream, right? That's what we're all aspiring for. So to see that actually come to fruition, is really nice, and I really like to revel in that.
Heck yeah.
Love
Very
that.
nice.
Uh,
Fairy
Alyssa,
tale.
this is a question for you. Well, I think for you, but for all of us too. Why did you decide purple and yellow as the color scheme for our logo? Is it because of the hope and fear die, or Lyrium's sister adds a secret love of a football group to all of our north, which it is absolutely not.
Yeah, if I had my way, it'd be green and gold. No, I'm just playing. Uh, no,
I would quit. I would quit. Blue and orange or it's nothing.
yeah, no. We had gone through iterations of the logo, and I was at first initially leaning towards like earthy tones to really give that like Midwestern nature vibes. But as I went in that direction, it just kept looking more and more like a camp, which is cool, which is a good vibe. But we also did want to make it kind of a little more obvious that we are like a gaming, stream channel show thing. So yeah, then I did try out the purple and yellow because of the hope and fear. Um, and it just looks so good. It's such a great color combo. I have like two great color combos, and it's like purple and yellow, and like a teal blue and yellow, or no, purple and orange is a great combo that I love. Sorry, this is just a little graphic design tangent. I love purple and orange together, and I love like a teal, blue, and yellow together. But purple and yellow is also top tier. So I'm very happy with it. I definitely wanted to make it known that we were a gaming channel, and yeah, I had one more thing to say about it, but yeah, it's just
If you want those, oops, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, and because Daggerheart is going to be like our flagship, I think that's the right term, like flagship game that we're running. it just makes it helps with the brand identity to be like, oh yeah, that's the channel that does dagger art stuff a lot. So not to copy their branding or anything, but we still wanted that Midwest charm.
Ours is different.
Yeah, I love the little like scribbly font. I love that it gives friendship, you know. I was also very inspired by the vibe of Life is Strange branding. I love scribbled text for like just like cutesy, not cutesy vibes, but like I don't know, just gives like wholesome vibes.
Cozy.
Yeah, cozy vibes.
Yeah,
Cozy,
Yeah.
yeah,
cozy.
for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's very Life is Strange in that it looks cozy on the outside and it's incredibly traumatizing on the inside.
Yeah. So
'Cause
true.
yeah, we got some dark stories so far and coming up that that I'm excited to share. Not like super intense, but like like not dark for the sake of being dark, but like heavy topics, heavy subjects. So I hope that still works within what we're trying to do here. I feel like it does. I feel like we bring it to the correct equilibrium and we still sprinkle in plenty of humor. But yeah, that's kind of what we're going for, is that balance, that hope and fear.
That hope and fear.
Absolutely. And if you want those earthy tones for some merch, let us know, because that's what we need. We need merch, but we're gonna get merch eventually. I want those camp shirts. I think that would
Aw.
still just be a fun merch. I don't know.
Mhm.
Likeable Joe, what up, dude? We did answer this, but someone really quickly talk about how we met really quick again.
Well,
Yeah.
Just real
So
quick.
we were part of a project again, that we will not name. We were loosely affiliated with it. No longer anymore. Not been for a while. But anyway, as a part of that project, we did get to meet some wonderful members of the community, and we had a series that we had called Space Shanties, which was a Spelljammer themed campaign, a series of one shots that were interconnected with a rotating cast. And that was how we met Ryan. Was in that Discord, and Ryan signed up for the games, and he played in I think 3 or 4 out of the 7, and he did such a wonderful job. His creative voice was just through the roof. He was very flexible with the schedule. He just brought out the best, not just in me as a GM, but also in the other players. Just a delight to have at the table. And so our friendship just kind of continued from there. And then yeah, Hannah is Ryan's partner. She also joined in via D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. With our pirate themed adventure. I don't know if I mentioned that previously, but it was a pirate themed game that we had running for close to a year and a half. It was like a year and 3 months, and it was awesome. It was really cool. It started out as a play test for some material that is going to be published at some point, which I'm excited about. I don't want to talk about too much because I don't want to spoil it. But it was just a play test for that, and then it turned into just this really wonderful bonding experience for all of us.
mhm.
Yeah.
And Travis and Alyssa, how do you guys know each other?
Yeah, I don't know how you guys know each other.
How do you
does
how
anybody
does that
does anybody really care for that? No, we grew up together. Our moms were nurses together in nursing school together. And then my mom convinced his mom to move to Genoa City. And so we met at 8 years old, and we've grown up together. And we were like brother sister vibes. We're never gonna date. And then college happened, and I was for the first time in a long time single and sad on Valentine's Day. And my best friend Travis Northern was like, "Hey, do you want to hang out and watch Lord of the Rings?" And we did, and then it happened, and then sparks flew.
The old watch Lord of the Rings trick.
all
2 towers and chill.
we've
Two
all
times.
fallen for that.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you guys? What about you guys?
Nazgul and chill.
You guys don't have to talk about it if you don't want.
No, happy to.
if
Go
you're
ahead.
okay with it, Rye.
Oh yeah.
I cornered Ryan at one point in time because I was like, I know that you DM professionally, and I'm looking to get this is at work.
Yeah.
I promise I'm not a creepy.
This is in my office at work.
just asked like if he would be willing to DM for a group of folks where we worked together, and over the course of very lovely friends and lovely friendships, so very similar vibes. Oop. And then yeah, eventually it was just like a. How would you you go put the bow on it?
I will put the bow on it and say I caught feelings first, and I was not expecting to. We were just friends, and I caught feelings first, and then I said, let's damn it. I was trying to find the whole time you were talking, I was trying to come up with a Lord of the Rings joke, like another like a
Yeah.
Nazgul and Chill kind of thing, and I couldn't think of one. So, but yeah, I was smitten.
Aw.
Cute.
Yeah.
Gross.
It just makes me reflect
Gross.
very frequently, and I love that the story is so similar, and that like there are so many blessings that I have in my life that are as a result of this wonderful hobby, and of all of the wonderful hobbies that nerd culture has enabled for me. And it's just such a reminder of like why we do this. That we get so much enrichment out of it that is not just sitting at a table and rolling dice. And that's what it should be. It should be something that brings more to your life than just that.
Absolutely.
And that's the hidden magic that not everybody talks about all the time.
We truly have met like some of the best people through TTRPGs or the community, or just like nurtured relationships through the gameplay, or opened doors that might have been hard to open if we didn't get comfortable with each other through TTRPGs. It's just like, yeah, it's definitely a great vessel for meeting good people and nurturing those relationships. I talk about how like I feel like TTRPGs or Dungeons and Dragons or Daggerheart should be something that students play. Like I feel like it just helps develop like problem solving skills and communication skills, and I feel like due to that, like, and this isn't everybody, this isn't the whole community, but I feel like we have a good sense of just like being able to find our people through this. And yeah, they're just I'm so grateful for the community that we have built through TTRPGs.
100%.
Agreed.
100%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We all also, little spoiler into IRL things. We all just played Blood in the Clock Tower this past weekend and had an absolute blast. And I can't wait to play again. And I played terribly, and I want to play again because I've learned a lot in the last few days of watching a lot of the Clock Tower. So
He's just sitting in the like in his room in the dark, like with a cloak
like,
over him, just like doing research.
will
Yeah,
be
taking
better.
yeah, inscribing notes with a quill.
Win.
I'm very grateful.
That absolutely was me after the first time I played as well.
It was my birthday this past weekend, and the one thing that I wanted to do, or two things that I wanted to do, was dress really fancy with my friends and then play Blood on the Clock Tower. Even though I'm really bad at it. The last time that I played, I did awful. I was evil, and I'm awful at being evil because I'm a terrible liar. But anyway.
That's not true. You did well.
I ask John how I did, because he probably has a different opinion. But this past time, it was just, yeah, it was so much fun. It was kind of a short game, but it was just really fun. I love just.
It was a short game because I played terribly and I got caught instantly.
I was surprised. I didn't think you were evil when you got voted out. I was like, oh man, we voted him out for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, I was just a little too chill. I learned that. Like, I was trying to be chill because I didn't want to come off as like pushy, and then I didn't play my role as well as I should have, and I was like, oh.
I thought you were just very inebriated. The way you were touching our fuzzy couch, I thought you were just vibing.
I was vibing. Yeah, I was
two
vibing.
things at once can be true.
I was vibing real hard, but also
I was
I could
and I was evil.
Yeah. It's Try
It-
not to be too evil vibes.
It would have been very funny if you had not been. How do I phrase
If I had
this?
been what I was pretending
If you had,
to be, yeah.
yeah, if you if you were
Oh,
pretending
but if
to
I
be,
was not,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
and it was like a
yeah,
show
that
the
would have
whole
been funny.
time.
I've been sober the whole time.
That would have been the reveal of like the century. Truly, I'd be like, dude, you were.
But I still would have gotten voted off right away, and I'd have been like, damn it. I need to catch up. Well, Lyrium's sister says we need to play 10 Candles now. And I will fully admit, I don't know what 10
Ooh,
Candles is,
I don't.
but
I think I do.
I'm down to play it.
I
Is it
think I
is it
do.
a Blood on the Clock Tower frame? Like, is it one of those like versions
No,
of Blood on the Clock Tower? No.
it's like a horror RPG, and you play with the lights off, and slowly and 10 candles, and they slowly put the candles out. I think.
Whoa.
I think.
Like-
I don't actually know that that's true, but I'm also best friends with Kyle, and Kyle is the
Spoopy boy.
royalty of spooky.
King Spoopy.
And so King Spoopy, yes, shout out. And big Blood on the Clock Tower fan, but also I think has talked to me about 10 Candles before.
I love. Okay, I know.
That'd be spoopy.
Ryan, you're not a big Spoopy fan, right?
No, my internal thoughts are scary enough. I don't need to add fuel
No.
to my subconscious. There's no need to shovel coal onto what is already a burning subconscious of terror.
You can.
What if you were in charge?
Oh yeah, if you were in charge, would
If
you
I
be?
ran the game, that might work. If I run the game, that might work.
Because I love the idea of a spoopy thing. Is it like IRL or? Because we could probably pull that off at some point, but yeah, I'll have to look into it to see if it's something.
This would be like a stretch,
Yeah, like a stretch
one of
goal.
our stretch goals.
Yeah. That would be fun. That would be fun.
Gotta say, could be fun.
You know what I'm saying? It would be fun.
Gotta say, it could be fun.
Okay. Well, we are getting towards the end of how long we kind of wanted to have our Midwest goodbye go, which there's no limit to how long a Midwestern goodbye really truly ever could be. But I wanted to, we'll start putting our coats on and going, well, let's stand up. Let's head to the door, because we're going to get to our new segment of, well, knee slaps and put your coats on. That probably makes no sense, but we wanted to kind of do at least try it out and see if we like it. You know, we're very open to Midwest goodbyes that don't last until tomorrow. Exactly. We're just going to keep talking until we end up playing again. But we wanted to kind of try and do like thorns, roses, and buds kind of thing, where we wanted to kind of do things, thorns, maybe some things that we, as players wanted to like do differently, maybe a line that could have, we wanted to say or something like that. Roses for things that we enjoyed, and then like something to look forward to, which would be buds, but we gotta label them in a Midwestern goodbye type of deal. So whelps will be like, well, the will be kind of thorns. Our knee slappers are good things, knee slapper moments. Will be roses, and then put on your coats because there's something to look forward to. So should we start
Real
with
quick.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna use the restroom and then I'll be back.
All right. Well, we'll skip
Wow.
Hannah, and she doesn't
Could
get to
you?
answer any of these questions. And
Even though it was
Oh, that was worse.
canceled.
It's
Canceled.
definitely the problematic one. Cut to 10 years from now. Stop asking about Hannah, guys. Please stop. How
Cut
are
to
we
te-
still talking about
Cut
Hannah?
to 10 years from now, there's there's
You're muted
a-
anyway, so
bad fan edits of her where it's like, oh, do you remember this time
of her
that
gabbing.
right, exactly. Sorry,
We're
I'm-
gonna need a
Guys,
Happened to Hannah,
collage of
explain.
I'm so sorry
Yeah,
that you guys had
there's
to see
gonna-
that. That was really rough.
there's going to be YouTube channels talking about where's Hannah? Why isn't she with Midwest Quest anymore? But I guess we can start with we can start with a whelp. Let's start with whelps, so we kind of get those out of the way, and then we'll do good things, roses, and then things to look forward to after that. So let's do if you don't have any, that's also fine. You don't have to have a whelp. But I think one of my whelps is there was a moment where I as Ryan and I as Thumos was just like, shit, what do I do? Like it's just one of those moments, right? Like it's just oh, I could have done something cool or something better, just a classic kind of player moment like that where it's like beans, um, which will be an emote. That'll be an emote too. Once we get affiliate. But that was my thorn. There was in the first session, I felt like I could have done better in terms of in the theater. I was like, what am I gonna do? And then what should I do? And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat her dress as a rat. I was like, that was my brilliant idea of just diving in and eating her dress as a rat. So that was my whelp. I thought that I thought there have been a couple moments where I'm like, I could be better. I could have said something fucking way better or a banger. Looks kind of whatever.
My
We're doing whelps, Hannah, just so you know.
whelp. My whelp,
Well,
I think I'm just gonna apparently I'm really bad. Apparently I'm really bad at a British accent.
I'm so sorry. It's vocal stimming forever.
No, yeah, I think my whelp is choosing a British accent because it's it's so I when I'm talking I have to focus really hard on it for it to be mediocre, and I feel like it's just hard for me to talk.
disagree.
It's hard for me to
Disagree.
talk.
It's great.
But I'm watching TikTok videos
Your
on how
whelp
to
is
get
my
better.
thorn, my rose.
But no, yeah, that, and then I also kind of similar. There have been times where I'm like, man, I feel like there's probably a way that I could have been sassier for that, or I could have been more cold for that, or whatever. But it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it does. That's the thing about whelps, aka thorns. It doesn't have to be crippling, or it doesn't have to be something that's like it's just like, hey, I could do better next time. Just a little prick of a thorn, right? A little whelp.
Well, thank you,
well.
Joe. Thank you, likable Joe. Sorry, he said my accent sounded great, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, because it does.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Your accent's one of my knee slappers. So.
I
I do. Oh, go
I
ahead.
sort of. Oh, sorry. Are you
Nope.
okay if I go? Because I'm kind of in the same vein. I wish I had done the theater scene just a little bit better. It kind of meandered it a little bit. And it didn't like. I wish I had written out more clear goals. Like that's me still trying to figure out the balance of Daggerheart is. Like I knew where I wanted it to go, but I didn't really necessarily see the path forward, and I don't think any of us found the path forward quite. We just people weren't rolling quite right. None of the abilities really felt like they were applying to that social encounter. I didn't really do a good job fleshing out the councilman character. I think I should have done just a little bit more writing on that prior to the adventure, but it's tough because you got to learn what you're improvising too. Similarly, in the second session, and maybe the first session came down to nerves as well because I was very nervous. I hope it didn't come across, but I was like terrified. I'm already doing way better, which feels great. Just takes practice. But anyway, the second session, kind of the opposite happened where I wanted the captain character, Nelcroft, whom the party helped me come up with. I kind of wanted him to be a little more like possessive and maybe come up with a little conflict there. And I sort of hinted at it, but I didn't really get the chance to develop it because it wasn't really a relevant part of like the story that I wanted to tell. Like it was just kind of a tangent. So it kind of came off a little awkward. I didn't love how that worked out. So just figuring out the balance of how much to prepare, how much to improvise, what quirks to include, what's not worth including. That's the way it is with any JRPG really. You never really know exactly what's going to happen. So sometimes you have story threads or dialogue that doesn't really go anywhere. Oh, and then a funny one. I'm sure those of you who watched our first episode did catch this at the very end. I did not realize that the stream view also sees the hidden tiles, the hidden minis. So I was literally moving the ambush into place, and this was all visible on the stream view. As everybody could see me moving the minis like across the screen in a group to be in the right spot. So that was pretty cool. I was like, oh, I was kicking myself. I was like, I should check that. I should check that. So I just gotta, rather than pre-place the minis beforehand in the room, I have to just do it in the moment.
That's
So
funny.
still learning how Foundry works, but all of this again should improve with time. Yeah.
I was just gonna say I didn't notice when I was running the stream, so I wasn't even looking at that screen.
I didn't either. Yeah. Hannah, do you have a whelp?
Do I have a whelp? I feel like this is always, it always happens to me, like when I am trying to find a character, and especially if I don't have an accent, because I was like, I shouldn't have an accent for this first character. It's in, you know, like I'll just like kind of be her, especially when I don't have an accent. I have a really hard time like dropping into the character. And so that first scene, I feel like it went fine. I feel like it went fine. But I definitely, there were like moments where I was like, I'm tripping over my words, and I feel like you know, Antigone as a character would not trip over their words. I feel like they would be very confident in this situation where they're like, please fight for me, like fight for this. And yeah, I think that's my whale. We chalk that one up to that we did the best we could in that moment, and we move on.
Yeah,
And
don't you know?
that's my
You're just
whelp.
trying to do the best that you can there, eh? You know, really, it's just a, hey, that's a
just try
whelp.
the best
You
you
know, you try
can.
harder next time. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Well,
yeah.
And like I said, I think I chalk up a lot of this stuff to like it's very early in our streaming career. A lot of us
Yeah.
haven't done a lot of streaming before, so it was really important to me to like have a shorter adventure prior to the longer one, so that we like have the work that we're most excited about, like the stuff that's like the bigger, more ambitious project. We have more experience behind it. Not to say we're not excited about Flamekeepers. I am jazzed about the Flamekeepers, but I just really want the next adventure. I don't know if we'll do it directly after, but the one that I've been alluding to, I really want it to be something that I really am proud to look back on, and I want to have it run as smoothly as we possibly can have it. So having this time to learn and grow has been great as well for that reason.
Agreed.
would you say that that's
Huge.
a knee slapper? So or a put your code on, something to look forward to?
Oh yeah. I'm so pumped about the adventure. I will do a teaser reveal. It is 6 words, as Ryan suggested. It is a storm of sea and steel, and that's all I will say.
You can say ASO sauce, or you can be like Ryan and say sauce sauce.
Likeable Joe said in the chat, the segment's great. Hearing reflections of players and DMs alike. It's definitely something we as players and DMs often do, but don't always have a space to vocalize it ourselves. Yes, exactly. That's why we wanted to put this, at least this is why I wanted to, because, sometimes we're thinking things or, something that could be somebody's whelp, is like, oh no, that was absolutely a knee slapper for me. I loved that moment from you, right? Like, so those, just being able to, be open and be in classic Midwestern fashion, just be open and honest and be forthwith. And if there's anything that comes up in these Midwestern goodbyes, then we can even apply it to the next session, which is always a good thing. So absolutely. Let's go. Speaking of let's end with knee slappers. So what are some things that what's one thing that everyone's looking forward to? So putting your coat on. Well, what's one thing everyone's looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to. I don't want to give away too much because I haven't really given a lot of Melody's like backstory or whatever. But there have been hints of like, especially in this past episode, hints of like how she is with romance, I guess. So I'm looking forward to.
What do you mean?
I'm looking forward to just seeing how she changes throughout this story, and like right now, like as Alyssa, I'm like, how is she possibly going to connect on any sort of deeper level with Thumos or Antigone? But maybe we'll get there. uh,
Mhm.
so I'm, looking forward to seeing where that's gonna go. But I definitely uh, am also looking forward to potential like backstory characters popping up. I don't know what Travis has planned, but yeah, I'm excited for that.
This is great for me
Yeah.
too. I'm gonna watch this
Yeah.
back. Post my prep.
Hannah, you want to go next?
Sure. I'm gonna put my coat on about I'm really excited to again, this is more like backstory stuff and like and character stuff, but Leah is a very intriguing person to Antigone. The an absolute baddie.
Absolute baddie.
Um uh
She's kind of young, guys. She's kind of young.
She's still in a. She's. As Ryan
okay,
saying
don't
that, not
badass.
Tumos.
A badass?
Yeah, badass.
Yeah.
Badass.
She's a
badass
badass.
is good. Yeah.
Badass. So I really it's gonna like I'm excited to get to know the character. I'm excited to have Antigone interact with Leah, the sacrifice that we saved. So I'm very excited
Spoilers
for
for episode
that.
2.
Spoilers! Oh my gosh, if you haven't
Spoilers
seen
for
it, I
episode
didn't
2.
even think about it. Oh no.
Wow. That's a whelp for
Canceled
me.
again.
That's a whelp for me.
I am I think that's like my main thing that I'm excited about is digging into that a little bit more.
Should I go next, Travis, or you want to go next?
You please.
Okay. I will, like Couple Joe said, just dab. It's all fine. Um,
So slow.
adding to the dab compilation that will come out on YouTube in years.
Oh my gosh. Rancid.
I am also I'm looking forward to hearing everybody's opinions and thoughts on Thumos's life and backstory. I'm really looking forward to I'm hoping for tears, and I hope someone cries because Thumos can't. So cry for Thumos. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to what people say.
I'm sorry that I give a multi-tiered answer to everything.
No, we
but
love it. This is the whole point of the talk back.
You can't pin me down. This is our show. I get to do what I want. So I think I'm very excited to bring a little trauma out of these characters and see how it changes them for sure. I'm particularly excited about the Thumos backstory reveal when it happens. All of that's going to be rad. Ryan's idea is so cool. Please don't do that ever again.
No, now it's a thing. Yeah, no, now it's a thing.
No,
That's
that
the fourth
can't be a
death. Make it
thing.
4.
Oh.
The fourth
We
death.
start flossing
no,
instead.
I'm
This is better, right?
Oh my goodness. We're
rough,
we're
guys, I'm
losing
not gonna lie.
we're losing
No,
followers.
we have to get the kids from watching Roblox.
falling off.
17, 16, 15. Too many followers are leaving
Oh,
now.
Oh no.
Yeah, Ryan
Devastating.
came with such a good character idea, and it was so well fleshed out that I'm very excited to see, peel back the layer on his character specifically. But also there's another thing that I am so excited about, another little twist that when I figured out how it worked within Greek mythology, a little surprise that's coming. I was like pumping my fist, cheering, so excited. Like I love when stuff just clicks, you know. sometimes when you're GMing, like stuff just like falls together and connects in a way that you really don't anticipate. And it's so rewarding, and you get so excited to finally reveal it to your players. Again, I can't reveal it because it's pretty late game, but you'll know, you'll know, you'll be able to tell by my joy.
Aw.
Wonderful.
Mhm.
Wonderful. Well then, yeah, let's end it on some knee slappers. We've had our put our coats on. Let's get our knee slaps in. So our roses. So what's at least one thing that you loved about the last couple games that we've played?
Hmm.
Feel free to answer in chat too, by the way, you guys. You feel free.
Yeah, what have you guys liked? What have you guys enjoyed about this? What are your roses? Whether it's
You're
a
making me all
line
flustered.
or yeah, no, I was gonna say some of my roses are the various things that make Travis make. I'm gonna be gross for a second. Make cute faces. just like, just like when someone's I don't know being silly and he makes a specific face. I can't replicate it, but he goes like I can't do it. But it's like it's very heartwarming, but also yeah, just everybody's like just joy, just seeing everybody's joy that they get from various things when I make people laugh, when other people make the rest of us laugh, like it's just awesome being happy together in a world where it can be hard to be happy sometimes. Like it's yeah, I just get so much joy out of hanging out with my friends, making good stories, and yeah.
Hell yeah. Who's next?
Mm-hmm.
I will
beautiful.
say, yeah. I mean, I've been yapping this whole time about stuff that's brought me joy, but to be more specific, I really love when I'm having dialogue with the player, and or two players are having dialogue together, and lines come together that sound like they were written ahead of time, but they were not. Like, and they're improvised, but they just sound so cinematic, and they appeal to something deeply personal, and maybe it has multiple meanings in a way that's like, oh, that had to have been like written out, that was so creative. I love when dialogue turns out to be that good by accident, like naturally. Again, it's like a thing that only can happen from improvised storytelling, um, where it makes it extra special that like someone didn't come up with it ahead of time. um,
What's an example?
I'm
Give me examples. Yeah.
I'm blanking right now for the last couple sessions, but I have felt it. I'm trying to think. Oh, I will say I think my favorite interaction that I got to do with you guys so far was Chad and Kyle. Um, because like I said it in the stream, like this is all off the cuff. I have no idea what these guys are. I just wrote that they're like weird fish guys with hunchbacks and cloaks. Um, but I came up we came up with a whole saga for them that I was very proud of. And they didn't get to use their powers or anything because you guys stomped them so bad. They could teleport and climb up walls and stuff. It was hilarious. And we didn't even get to see that. They just tried to shank you guys a couple of times.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, some of the dialogue I came up with, I was really proud of, like the bit about them being from a brood of 2,000.
That was very good.
I was proud of that.
So good.
Oh gosh, I was proud of the initial Telemachus interaction as well. There were some good lines there, where it was me, Travis, the GM, talking to Hannah as the player as well, being like trying to fire you up, but also in the scene, like Telemachus, like he saw more in Antigone and wanted to get more of that conversation. So I was proud of that dialogue as well. Um, and then the dialogue with Jin and Melody I thought was really good and touching, and I thought really endeared us to her character. Alyssa did a really good job with that. I didn't anticipate to meet Jin at all. I didn't anticipate meeting that character in the slightest. So all of that was mostly Alyssa's creativity. So seeing that to come to life and seeing them have like a sweet moment was really cool. And really like endeared you to a different type of character, because yeah, you don't see a lot of poly. I mean, you do, and you see a lot of poly characters in fiction and TTRPGs and such, but I think not mainstream, not yet. So seeing that with like no template was really cool, and seeing Alyssa like explore that concept is really cool.
Very nice. Hannah?
Yeah.
One of my favorite moments so far has been in the last session when Ryan was like, or Thumos was like, why does the compass keep pointing to, pointing to Melody? He's like, and I was not expecting it. That like, and I, but it made me like the scene that played out that then like that then we role played was so funny. It was so great, and it sets up such an interesting like narrative, like side narrative, that I just think is so good and so fun. Um, yeah, so I loved that. That was made me laugh so much. Uh, us working together in that first scene where we're trying to with the councilmen was also, I think, really funny in a lot of really cool ways, even though it was kind of like a like, oh, what are we doing and what's, and like we, there definitely was that energy and that feeling, but it also again felt very good to just role play with everybody together. And yeah, so that was a good moment for me, because I yeah, it's really good. I also just absolutely love Thumos as a character concept. With the marble man who can turn into marble animals, I think it's so brilliant. So cool. So
It is.
a
Yeah.
rose slash a like a pat on the back, a good old Midwestern pat on the back to you, Ryan, for that, because it's so unique and so cool.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Before I say mine, we'll read a couple from chat because some people have put them in. Likeable Joe said, "You winky face," and I said, "Ah." He said, "The royal you, not just you, Ryan." So I'm personally offended. But he said, "You is in the royal you," so all of us. So that's good. Um,
Thanks.
Yeah. Thank
Fairytale,
you.
like fairy tale, but
Fairy
fairy
tale.
tale.
Yeah.
Fairy tale.
That's my
I
coworker.
like when you name NPC characters very modern names. We love that. We love when Kyle and
Kyle Chad Broseph.
Oh, yes, Alyssa's naming ability.
Yes.
Truly, I don't want anybody else to name anything ever. I just want Alyssa. You're
big
so
rose.
good. You're
It's a
so
big ol'
good at
rose.
it.
I fear
Big ol'
this
rose.
game will not be as serious as it should be if I continue to name things, and I want it to get serious. I panic. I can't think of anything. Improv is hard.
It'll get serious. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't you worry. And then Lyrium's sister said there was something about the genuineness of watching you all react to Ryan flying around and getting disoriented in the maze. You could really tell you were all friends, which is so
Aw.
sweet.
Aww.
Love that.
Love.
Good. I mean, that's one of the things that we talked about early on, is that if, as long as we're playing and having fun, then the audience will also then have fun. So that's absolutely a goal of ours, is to just have fun, and so you all can watch and hopefully grab that. My roses, I have a couple roses. One of them I'm going to give a huge rose to Travis, because I have been so immersed in our travels and in our world. There was a moment, so I'll give myself, like, I'm gonna like take a petal off of one of the roses and give it to myself, because of your immersion, because you set up such an immersive moment. I think that I had a decently dope line, which I just said and I didn't even think about, which was when Zatin was playing with the kids, and while Melody was talking to is it Gil?
Jin.
Jin.
You're thinking of the fish from
Ryan's.
Finding Nemo.
I am, yes. Damn.
Always
I thought he was
thinking
in the
of
game.
Gil.
I thought he was in the campaign. But he, so Thumos is watching Zatin play with the kids, and I think I genuinely said it on accident. Like, I didn't mean to say it, but I said I'm 1,000 years away. Like, he was like Thumos is 1,000 years away right now, and I said that, and I was like, oh, did that sound right? And then I was like, I heard it because I didn't even remember I said it until I watched the VOD today. I watched the YouTube video, which you should go watch on YouTube if you haven't watched it yet, and like and subscribe. But I heard that on the TV and I like stopped editing and I was like, oh, that was pretty good.
That was
I
a
like that.
bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
Like,
a
Yeah, that was
alright.
really good.
It
Mhm.
was.
So that was, but that comes from, that wouldn't have happened if Trav, you hadn't set up such an awesome world and thus allowing me to be able to dive in and feel those moments and be able to react genuinely. So huge rose to you. A rose to each one of my fellow players, because I said this on stream in the game, but I love the fact that the two of you do not know what to do with Thumos. It brings me so much joy to just sit here and just be awkward as hell and have the two of you trying to open up, trying to crack the marble in any way, and him just being like, no. And just all of that stuff is just so much fun. So big roses to my players, my fellow players, because
That's a good metaphor, though. Cracking the marble. Maybe at the end of the game, maybe the marble will be cracked. Maybe. No, but
maybe it'll crack and he'll open up, or maybe it'll
Sorry.
crack and he'll crumble to the earth.
It'll be cracked.
No.
it'll be cracked. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna.
Oh, he's gonna
It'll
crack.
be cracked.
In Midwest Goodbye fashion, I'm going to just keep talking and just say, yeah, no, I love the contrast of, first of all, Thumos' intensity, and Ryan, your ability to play it. Like, you truly do, like, stick to that character, and you're so good at it. And you do have bars. You do drop lines. You are amazing. But yeah, I do love the contrast of that with our characters and yeah, your ability to stick with it. And and I don't remember if I said this off stream. I feel like I was talking with Hannah about this off stream before this, but I love the himbo energy. I love the cadence. As I said, I'm editing clips, and I rewatched the one of Hannah talking to Thumos. Them interacting is so amazing. It truly brings me so much joy for Thumos to be like, "Did you think my joke was funny?" and Antigone to be like, "Yeah. You couldn't hear me because I was over there and just kind of quiet. I had a quiet chuckle to myself. It was I just love I truly love how you guys interact. It's awesome. I love how both of you play your characters. I love the contrast, and I'm really looking forward to. Sorry to just keep going. I'm really looking forward to just seeing how, like I said, how we kind of come together, because right now it seems so like. What's like the word, like, not unintended friends, it's like something unexpected, unsuspecting friends, whatever, like when
Enemies to lovers, I think is what you're talking about.
like when you see like
Accidentally in love.
when you see like a video of a snake and a rabbit and they're just best friends, like
Unlikely
friends. Like,
Mhm.
I'm just looking forward to seeing how we get to like some sort of platonic level at least, because we will get there. We will.
What's the song in Hercules that what's her name sings? I'm not gonna fall
No
in love.
chance, no way.
Yeah, that one.
I won't say it. No.
And
There
then
you
when
go.
their stream was taken down after the copyright strike.
They were talking about a throuple, I think. I don't.
Furiously flosses.
Oh my goodness. Getting some flosses in before our stream.
That actually looks really good on camera, though. Looking at the stream, that actually looks really good. It looks like I'm actually flossing.
Is this what y'all tuned in for?
I'm so sorry, everybody. Thank you for
Is this what you wanted?
cringing along with
I'm
us.
35 years old.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for allowing us a space to just be silly and sharing in our joy. We really appreciate that anybody
Yeah.
has tuned in at all. It's
Yes.
just been a lot to take in. Just seeing anybody react to anything we've created has been very special.
Yeah. And
That's been
thank you.
awesome.
Thank you for those of you who have participated in the chat. It's really great to hear what you're enjoying. It's great to answer questions you have, whether it's about hot dish or casserole, or about the game, or about what Travis's favorite coffee order is, in case you want to romance him or something. Yeah.
He's a
That's the
Stardew
face.
Valley NPC,
That's-
and if you just
that-
run with
th-
coffee over
This
your
is why I
head,
did this. Look at Travis. Okay, he's done doing it, but the face that he just made. Watch the VOD. That's that's the
I'll do it.
face.
watch it back.
I'll do it plenty. It's
That's-
gonna happen a lot.
That's the face that I was talking about.
Mhm.
Anyway, but yeah, no, we appreciate any and all the support we're getting. Even if you didn't interact, like, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. We appreciate the vibes that we're receiving from you just being present. We know you're awesome, and we're grateful that you're here.
Yeah, thank you all. Another big rose to our people watching. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, in classic Midwest goodbye fashion, what Hannah, I see
Can I just
you,
talk
what?
about the art like so fast? The art so fast. The art
Oh yes,
so good.
Oh,
big rose,
It's so
big
good.
rose,
Alyssa.
big,
Holy-
yes.
big rose.
Huge rose. I'm so sorry. I just had
Overlays.
to. I'm so sorry. I just had to take
Oh.
up space real quick to be like that art. Oh, so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, now in classic Midwestern fashion.
Well, Alyssa already said it so well, so I'll just say real quick, just thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. We'll hope to see you next time. And is it Wednesday yet? Are we going to take that? Are we going to take that from Critical Role?
I think we
Is it
should be
Wednesday
original.
yet?
I think we should be original.
No? Okay, we'll be original. All right. Hey, see you around at home. No, that doesn't work.
Well,
Damn
come-
All right.
well,
no,
wait,
hold on.
wait. Oh, yeah, Hannah, go.
I
I
have
want to
one.
see you at your house.
I think we should add somewhere in there. It doesn't need to be the final line, but I do think we should add "Tell your folks I says hi."
Oh,
Because
that's a good
classic
one.
Midwestern. Yeah.
Yeah, tell your folks I said hi.
Yep.
Yeah, good. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me start again. I did hey,
Take two.
thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. And hey, tells your folks I says hi.
Oh, bars. Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody.